Up until now, climate change has mostly been a story about challenges. Challenges to our communities, challenges to our economies, and challenges to the natural environment that sustains life on Earth. But with challenge comes opportunity. Opportunities to live and work more sustainably. Opportunities to transform economies. And opportunities to shift to a low-carbon, climate-resilient future. But here's something that might surprise you. Action on climate change is not some far-off event. There is an enormous groundswell of action already underway to fight climate change. It's happening right now, all over the world. That's why climate change is also a story about hope. There are thousands of examples of people taking action to address climate change. We wanted to take a closer look at some of these people. By sharing their stories, they show us that action on climate change is creating green jobs, inspiring entrepreneurship, and creating ripples that spread across communities and economies. Take India, for example. In the slums of Bangalore, an organization called Pollinate Energy is creating green entrepreneurs and bringing solar lighting to the city's most vulnerable populations.
At Pollinate Energy, we're a social business that improves the lives of India's urban poor. We do this by providing them with access to clean energy technologies. In India, there's around 390 million people who don't have access to electricity, and we found that a lot of these people were living in non-permanent urban settlements with about 5 people in each tent, the size of your dining room table, and a perfect candidate for something like a solar lantern.
70-80 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಲೀಟ್ರ್ ಅದು ತಂದು ಉರಿಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನು ಈಗೇನು ಒಲೆ ಕತ್ತಲಾಗಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಕತ್ತಲ್ದಾಗ ಕಣ್ಣು ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಬೆಳಕಾಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟದು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಉಳಿತಾಯನೇ. ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬರಿತಾರೆ, ಓದ್ತಾರೆ ಬೆಳಕಿಗೆ. ನಾವು ಅಡುಗೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
Here in Bangalore, we have a network of micro-entrepreneurs, which we call pollinators. They're from the areas around the communities. They speak the local language. They spend time with the communities explaining the products so that they can understand them. And then they provide them with a payment plan so they can pay the system, which costs $30 off over 5 weeks. The way that they keep track of this is through a mobile phone app. On top of the fact that they have a job and they can earn money, a big benefit is the fact that they now have a community and a sense of belonging.
ಒಂಥರ ಈ ಸಮಾಜ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ನನಗೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ನಾನು ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಖುಷಿ ಪಟ್ಟರೆ ನಾನು ಖುಷಿ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
So in India, there's around 390 million people who don't have access to electricity, and the aim is over the next 10 years to try to get to the 53 cities in India with more than 1 million people.
ಮೊದಲೇನು ಬದುಕು ಕತ್ತಲ್ದಾಗ ಹಂಗ ನಾವು ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೊಂಟೋಗಿವಿ. ಈಗ ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಬೆಳಕಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ.
Green entrepreneurship is the key to shifting to a green economy. In Ghana, green entrepreneurship is being propelled by women's leadership. The Bamboo Bikes initiative is building not only cleaner transportation options for Ghanaians, but building careers for rural women as well.
Bamboo Bikes is training girls in clean jobs and reducing carbon emission. We started as a women initiative. We are 3 women, and we got to know that women at the deprived communities they are suffering, especially in terms of economic empowerment. But they can use the natural resources within their villages or their communities to come out with projects that will really help them. So we are training them on how to build a bamboo bicycle. You know, bamboo bicycle doesn't produce a lot of carbon emission. It's a carbon zero because bamboo contains a lot of oxygen that balances carbon dioxide. The first step is we take you through the plantation, through on how to harvest the bamboo. Then after we take you to the workshop, we take you to a whole lot of process. At least should be 5 to 6 months. You should come out, you should produce as a prototype.
I love everything about the initiative because after school I was just in the house, I had nothing to do. But when I became part of it, I helped